Okay, I think I'm recording. Okay, let's see. Order the cockroaches from least to greatest length. Okay, here's looks like examples. Daddy's recording a video. Can you quiet down? Scientists measured a Madeira cockroach and found it to be 3 44 of a centimeter long. Toby says that the Madeira is shorter than the Oriental because 3.44 has fewer digits than 3.432. Is he correct? Explain. Well, let's compare them. Which one is shorter? Okay, so I'm just going to rewrite them just for my own knowledge. Gotta make sure I did it correctly. I was just checking. Okay, they both have a 3 in the ones place. So far, they're equal. They both have a 4 in the tenths place. So far, they're equal. This one has a 4 in the hundredths place, and this one has a 3. So this one's shorter. This one is longer. Okay, so this one is bigger. Okay, who said that this one, let's see, scientists measured, that's the Madeira has, the Madeira is shorter. No. Toby is wrong. The Madeira is longer because 4/100ths is longer or greater than 3/100ths. Okay, feel pretty good about that. In 2 and 3, write greater than, less than, or equal for each one. Let's see. So I'm just going to go through methodically, like your brain should. 3 ones, 3 ones. 6/10ths, 6/10ths. 9/100ths, 9/100ths. So far they're equal. 2 thousandths, 7 thousandths. Well, 7 thousandths is more than 2 thousandths. Let's see. Again, 7 ones, 7 ones. 2 tenths, 2 tenths. 1/100th, 0/100ths. So this one has to be bigger because 1/100th is better than 0/100ths. Assuming we want a lot. Let's see. In number 4 and 5, order the decimals from least to greatest. So I'm just going to write over here least. I'm going to write over here greatest. And again, least, greatest. Okay, let's see. What is the smallest one here? They both all have 5 in the ones place. This one has a 5 in the tenths place, which means that it is the least. Now we got to look at hundredths place, hundredths place. This one has a 2 in the hundredths place, so it's going to be 2 hundredths is smaller than 3 hundredths. 563, 631 thousandths. Okay, what about here? Now we have 4 numbers. Well, I see some with 1 in the ones place, which is better than 0 in the ones place. That's like $1. Okay, so, and I can spot this. So I can see which one is the largest because 1 and 5 tenths is bigger than 1 and 3 tenths. But that still need to figure out which one is the smallest. Let's look. 0, 0, 6, 6, 7, 9. Okay, so that is the least. The next smallest number is 693 thousandths. 1 and 1, 5 and 3. So 1 and 35 hundredths. And then our last is 1 and 529 thousandths is the greatest. Okay, moving right along. Compare the two numbers. Oh, these look equal because they are, but I'm just going to double check. 0, 0, 8, 8, 9, 9, 0, 0. They're equal. Okay, and this is also an equivalent fraction, or I could just take off the 0, going back to equivalent fractions. Let's look. 5 to 5. equal. 7 to 6 greater than. 7 is more than 6/10. 7/10 is more than 6/10. 9 to 9. Ones, right? 7 to 7/10. 0 hundredths is less than 1/100th. In 9 and 10, order the decimals from least to greatest. Well, I'm looking. They all start with 800. Then I see 70, I see 80, and 80. So the least is going to be 878 and 43 hundredths. Now they all have 887, 887. 0 tenths, 3/10. So 0 tenths is less than 3/10. I'm just going to write greatest. Just so your brain, my brain, the teacher's brain, everyone can understand. That's the least, that's the smallest, that's the greatest. Let's see. These kind of look the same. 400. Yep, 400. Oh, 30. 30, 30. Good. 5, 6, 5. Okay. So this one is going to be the greatest. Okay. Let's look. We got to keep going. So they both have 435 as a whole number. But then this one has 665 thousandths. So the 6 in the 10th place, and this is the 5 in the 10th place. So it's kind of interesting because all of them are starting off with the smallest number, the least, throughout all these problems. And then the next largest number, or the middle number, is this one. And then the greatest is that number right here that we already identified as the greatest. Okay. How much time has it been? 7 minutes. Let's take a stab at some of these. Not much room. Numbers, since Carlos wrote 3 numbers between 0 and 33 hundredths and 0 and 34 hundredths. What numbers could he have written? He could have written that number. He could have written, oh, sorry, like that, and so on. Oh, I messed that up. Oh, no, I didn't mess that up. Okay, so remember, in between all these numbers are 10 more thousandths as we move up, or maybe 9 more thousandths. So those are all possible all the way up to that. Okay, so any of those could work. Is 5/10 greater than less or less than 6/10? Well, I just said it out loud. Is 5/10 greater than or less than 6/10? Okay, draw a number line though to show your answer. Let's start with 0. Let's start with 10 tenths, or the number 1. So here's 5/10. Here's 6/10. 6/10 is greater. It is closer to 1. Okay, I'm feeling good. Let's just make this a little bit longer. Draw lines to match each equivalent on the right to its equivalent. Oh, good. We got to do this one. Come on. That was right in front of us. Let's finish up here. Explain why it is not reasonable to say that 4 and 23 hundredths is less than that because it has fewer digits. I'm going to go with because 2/10 is still greater than 1/10. Okay, if I was trying to explain it even more, and maybe Mario would be with me on this, he'd say, hey, let's think about dimes. It's better to have 2 dimes than 1 dime. Okay, so it doesn't matter that you have 3 pennies. And you have half of a penny. I'd still rather have 2 dimes. That's worth 20 cents. Way better. Okay, I'm going to stop.